Hello, yogis. Welcome to your yin yang practice. My name is Tony and I'll be guiding you through today's practice. We might need a couple blocks and a bolster. If you don't have those, just find books or a pillow. That'll be perfect. So I'll meet you on your mat. All right, so we're gonna start in supported bridge. You're gonna plant the feet onto the earth, press into the feet, lift the hips up, and then take your prop, either a bolster, block, whatever you have, underneath the low back and the upper glutes. And then allow that to rest on your prop. And you can have your knees bent, feet on the mat. If that feels really good, you can stay there. Or maybe you just walk your heel towards the top corner edge of the mat and then the other heel and see how that feels. If that's too much, just walk your feet back in. Okay. So from here, slight tuck of the chin towards the chest, having a nice long spine on the earth, nice long neck. And close your eyes. Your hands can rest out by your sides. And you can just allow yourself to settle in. So we have about 15 minutes here, not in this pose, but 15 minutes in our yin practice. So yin consists of longer stretches to get into our body, to put positive stress on the muscles, tissues, tendons, ligaments, and joints. And we really start to relax into the present moment here. So closing your eyes and starting to connect with your breath. Noticing those inhales and noticing those exhales. Sending the breath maybe down towards the belly, and you feel the belly expand, reaching up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, you soften, you allow yourself to completely relax here. Trying to relax through your glutes, your hips, your quads, relax through your shoulders. And can you try to soften through your jaw and your forehead? Soften through the arms all the way down towards the fingertips. Be mindful of your breath. So as you inhale, the breath comes down towards the belly. And then as you exhale, you soften and you get a little deeper, melt a little bit more into the earth. And just know that throughout this practice, my voice is just a guide, just a recommendation. And I always want you to honor yourself and honor your body for where it's at today. Do what serves you. And so for the first half of practice, for the first 15 minutes or so, we will get deep into our tissues by holding our poses for longer in our yin practice. And then as we get into the second half of class, we will warm up the body and get a little bit of a sweat on as we move through some nice flows for about 15 to 20 minutes of practice. And in our yin practice, we usually hold our poses anywhere from 2 minutes up to 10 minutes, but we'll probably only stay in each of the stretches for about 2 to 3 minutes for this practice. So once you arrive in the pose, you just settle in. You try to soften as much as you can and you let go. Noticing if you're holding tension anywhere, maybe your knees or your ankles, maybe your shoulders or your jaw. And just soften. And close your eyes and you just really connect to that breath. And let's just take 3 or 4 more breaths here. And take one more inhale. And one more deep exhale. And slowly starting to move, you can bend back into the knees, plant the feet underneath the knees, press the feet into the earth, and you can start to lift slowly and gently off of your prop and slowly just remove it to the side. Allow your hips to come back onto the earth. Beautiful. And tuck the chin into the chest here. We're going to come into a little supine cow face pose. You're going to cross the right leg over the left. Amazing. This can be enough for you. Maybe you already start to feel the stretch on your outer hips and you can stay here. Or there's an option to start to bend the knees in towards your chest and you reach for your kneecaps, or like you're just underneath your kneecaps here, and hold on to the knees. And that can feel really good. Or maybe you start to reach down towards your ankles, you walk down towards the feet, and just see how that feels, getting a nice stretch in the outer right hip. And possibly even holding on to the outer edges of the feet, like you're holding on to handlebars here. Good. If this just doesn't feel good for your body, always an option just to come into figure 4 shape where you flex through the right ankle lands onto the left thigh, and then you can hold on to the left leg here, or the left foot can come onto the earth. So just a couple variations of this stretch you can take. Take whatever one you need. And close your eyes. Slightly tuck the chin towards the chest if it started to lift. And then breathe into the place of sensation. You should feel that on the outer right hip. Send the breath there. Find that breath again. Big inhales through your nose. And big exhales. Beautiful. Can you soften through your shoulders and your jaw? And can you try to find a little bit of surrender in this moment as you connect to the breath and as you stretch through the legs? And then with our yin practice, try not to go to that place where it's almost too hard to hold for a length of time. You want to just stay at a place that's called your edge. So right before that place of really tough discomfort, you want to just feel a slight discomfort here. So you're like, oh yeah, I can feel that. That's where you want to be. And you stay there. And then as you hold the pose, and maybe your body starts to open up, you can get a little deeper. And if you want to take this a little bit deeper here, you can start to lift the ankles and the heels in line with the knees. And if that doesn't feel good, you just move back out of it. Let's just take 3 more breaths here. And take 1 more inhale. As you exhale, you could uncross the legs, draw the knees back in towards your chest, and give yourself a little squeeze, maybe a little rock from side to side. And then we'll set up for that second side. So you can drop the right foot onto the earth and then cross the left leg over the right. So option to stay here, or even just take it straight away into your figure 4. If you know that that's what your body needs today, you can take that. Or if you want, you can start to draw the knees in towards your chest. You hold on to just below the knees. Hold on there, and you can just squeeze the knees in a little bit more. You can feel that kick on that left outer hip, and you breathe into that sensation. Or maybe you even start to walk your hands down the shins to see how that feels. Maybe you grab for your ankles or the outer edges of the feet. You kind of have a nice little flex to the feet here. So you can hold on to, like you're holding on to handlebars of a bike, and you hold here. And you close your eyes and you breathe into this, stretching the outer hip of that left leg. Supine cow face pose, or supine shoelace is what this one's called. You soften through your shoulders, you soften through your jaw, and then you send your breath towards the belly. Take those big inhales through your nose and gentle exhales. And as time goes on, our body opens up a little more. So maybe you want to hover the feet a little higher and you try that. And we have about 5 more breaths. And take one more inhale. As you exhale, unwind, draw the knees in towards your chest and give yourself a little squeeze. Beautiful. You're going to start to straighten that left leg down the mat. As you draw the right knee in towards your chest, we're going to bring it over towards the left side of the space. So this is where you can take that prop and kind of just set it up beside you so that you can drop the right knee on top of it so that your shoulders are resting on the earth. The arms can be wide into a T or a cactus shape. Gaze can stay up if that feels nice, or maybe you want to get a little bit deeper into your cervical spine, into the neck. And then you take the gaze over the right shoulder, listening to your body, and breathe here. Send that breath towards the belly. If this is just too much to have the one leg bend, you can bend the left knee and then bring it underneath the right. Maybe that feels a little better for you. Just honor that. We'll be here for about 20 breaths. And rinsing out the spine, sending the breath towards the belly, which helps to detoxify the body from the inside out. And about 3 more breaths here. And then as you inhale, start to bring your gaze back through center. Draw the right knee back in through center. Give it a squeeze. And readjust the hips. Make sure that you feel good on your mat. And then draw the left knee in towards your chest. A little squeeze. Setting up for that second side. Maybe you want to take that bolster or prop over towards the other side if you used it. And then extend the right leg down the mat. Draw the left knee in towards your chest. Give it a nice squeeze. And then take it over towards the right side of the space. Landing it on your prop. Shoulders are landing onto the earth. Arms reach wide into a T or cactus shape. And then your gaze can come over the left shoulder. And then you send your breath towards your belly. You close your eyes. And you allow yourself to settle in to this moment. And settle into the pose. Taking any adjustments that you need. Honoring your body for where it's at today. And breathe into it. And last 3 breaths here. Take those big inhales and those big exhales. One more inhale. And one more exhale. As you inhale, bring your gaze back through center. And then start to draw the knees back in through center. Readjust the hips. And draw the knees in. Give yourself a little squeeze and a little rock from side to side. And we're slowly going to start to come up. So maybe you take the hands underneath the hamstrings and you start to rock and roll. Move super slow and gently here. Bringing some movement back into the body, into the practice now. And then when you get to the top, we're going to just cross our legs. Maybe you need to sit on a bolster or a prop. Reach the arms high towards the sky. And then as you exhale, find a little twist here. Inhale, come back through center. And then exhale towards the left. Right hand towards right and left knee. And then inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Inhale, come back up. And do that again one more time each side. Just creating a little bit more movement here, but gently starting to create that movement. Beautiful. Inhale back through center. Right hand comes towards the earth. Inhale, left arm reaches high. As you exhale, twist, or not twist, but drop over towards that right side. Beautiful. Little side hinge towards that right. You're going to feel that sensation start to increase in the left side body. Can you drop the left shoulder down? Try not to drop it in and down. Try to drop it down and back. Beautiful. Big inhale, lengthen through the fingers. As you exhale, can you get a little deeper? Inhale, come back up. Left hand comes down towards the earth. Inhale, right arm reaches high. And then exhale, drop over towards the left side. So hinging over that left hip, feeling that sensation start to reach into that right side body. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, can you get a little deeper? Send the right sit bone down towards the earth, and then open the shoulder down and back. Beautiful. Big inhale and big exhale. As you inhale, come back up. And this time, exhale, hands come to the knees. We're going to take some cat-cows. Inhale, sending the chest, puffing the chest up. Gaze comes up towards the sky. And then exhale, round your spine, tuck your tailbone under, and draw your shoulders in. And then inhale, sit bones reach back, lifting through the chest. Gaze comes towards the sky. And exhale, round your spine. 2 more of these. Big inhale. And big exhale. 1 more inhale here. And 1 more exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, start to find your seat. So nice long spine, crown of the head reaches tall towards the sky. Let's inhale, reach the arms high, interlace the hands, and then palms of the hands face up towards the sky. Big inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, twist towards the right side. Use your core strength here. Inhale back through center, and then exhale, left side twist. Using your core. Inhale back through center, 1 more time each side. This time we're going to hold. Big inhale, lengthen the spine as you exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Inhale back through center, and then again, left side. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Let's do 1 more. Inhale, lengthen. Use that core to twist. Good. Inhale. As you exhale, you can drop the hands down. Roll over onto your shins, finding your first tabletop, stacking the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees. And we'll just start to warm up through the wrist by taking a couple circles, going towards the right side a few times here. Feeling that weight shift over the palm of the hand, the knuckles over towards the left side of the hand, and then the right. Good. And then switching directions here. Beautiful. Really just starting to warm up those wrists, as we will be doing a few chaturangas in practice. Beautiful, yogis. Good. Take the fingertips towards either side, left towards left, right towards the right, and just shimmy the chest from side to side, really pressing down into the palm and challenging your mobility on your wrists over towards the fingers as your shoulders reach over towards the fingers. Perfect. Good. Amazing. All right, and then find your tabletop again. Fingers point towards the front of the room. We're gonna sit back onto the heels and then take the blocks, one on each side of your feet, and actually find the medium height. I think that's gonna be best. If you don't have blocks, you can just come high on your fingertips here like this. We're just gonna do a little flow with our camel. So right hand into the block. Left arm is gonna reach forward. You're gonna press the hips towards the front of the space. Squeeze your glutes and gaze comes up and back towards the left fingertips. And then exhale, release. Left hand plants onto the block, switch sides. Right arm reaches forward and then back. Squeeze your glutes, reach up and back. Gaze follows the right fingertips. Good. 2 more on each side. Finding that little camel flow here. Move gentle. Squeeze your glutes as you lift up. Inhale. And exhale, lower. 1 more each side. Inhale. And exhale, lower. Beautiful. 1 more time. And lower down. Amazing. Remove your blocks to the side. And then we're going to come up into downward facing dog. Plant the hands, lift the hips up and back, find your downward facing dog. Pedal that out. Take a few bends to the knee and then straightening with the other. Walking that dog, being a little playful here, maybe even wiggling the hips from side to side. Warming up the back side of the body. Really think about sending the sit bones really high towards the sky. Maybe you come high onto the toes and then you drop your heels down, straightening through the legs. Inhale high onto the toes and then drop your heels down. Good. Big inhale. As you exhale, walk your feet forward, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Find that flat back, engage your core, and exhale, fold. This time, inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, reach up, look up. And then exhale, fold. Inhale to halfway. Exhale, plant the palms. Find your high plank with an option to take your knees if you need to. Bend the elbows back, send the chest forward so the shoulders are over top of the fingertips, and then bend the elbows, lifting up. Upward facing dog, and then exhale, down dog. Beautiful. We'll take a few of those here. Big inhale breath, and as you exhale, step towards the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway, and then exhale to fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center, engage your core. Tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, fold. Inhale to halfway. Plant the palms, step back, high plank, cycle through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Chaturangas are always optional, so take it if you want, or you can just meet in downward facing dog, or you can hold a plank, whatever you need. Taking 1 more inhale. As you exhale, step or float towards the top of the mat here. Inhale to halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Maybe this time as you reach up, you find a little back bend here, and then you exhale to fold. Inhale halfway. Plant the palms, step back, find high plank, and cycle through your variation here. Beautiful. Finding downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Beautiful. We're going to drop down onto our knees. Take our shoulders over top of our knees here. So finding a kneeling shape. Untuck the toes. Take a big inhale here. Step that left foot forward, finding like a low lunge variation. Beautiful. From here, we're going to send our weight towards that left foot as you kind of hinge yourself forward. Hands can come to heart center. Take that right leg. Reach it up, draw it in towards your chest. Good. Flex through the right foot. Big inhale here. And then you're going to wrap the right leg around the left, just like we did in our supine cow face pose. Maybe even cross the right ankle around the shin. And then you're going to sit deep. Hands come to heart center. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Find a steady gaze, a steady drishti on something in front of you that's not moving. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze the hands together, squeeze the legs together, and can you sit a little deeper? Trying to stack the shoulders over top of the hips. Engage your core. Hold. Beautiful. Big inhale here. Sit a little deeper. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale, challenge yourself. As you inhale, draw the right knee back in towards your chest. This time you're going to kick it back towards the back wall as the hands stay at heart center. Good, hold. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Think up dog in the chest. Drop that right hip down, soft little bend through that left knee. Kick that right foot like you're pressing it back into the wall behind you. Good, big inhale. Hold. As you exhale, left hand's going to drop. Maybe your right hand drops too. Or maybe you start to open up into half moon. The right toes are now going to point towards the right wall. And your right hip's going to stack on the left hip. Hold here. Right shoulder over left shoulder. Gaze can come down towards the earth or maybe over towards the right side or maybe even up towards the right fingertips. Good. Hold big inhale. As you exhale, right hand plants. Drop the right foot back. Find crescent lunge. Reach up. High onto the back toes. Sit the hips a little deeper. Big inhale here. Exhale, right arm comes underneath the left. Finding your eagle arms. This might not be available. Maybe grab onto the shoulders. Inhale, reach the fingers high onto the right toes. Start to hinge forward and send the weight into the left foot. We're going right back into eagle. So draw the right knee in towards your chest. Wrap it around the left leg and then sit deep. Lift the elbows high as you sit the hips low. Squeeze everything in towards midline. Engage your core. Maybe you wobble, maybe you shake. That's okay. If you fall out, you come right back in. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Shoulders stack over the hips as you sit the hips low. Big inhale. Big exhale. As you come up, draw the knee in towards your chest. Right foot's going to come back. Drop the back knee down. Find that low lunge. Big inhale here. Exhale, send the hips down. Inhale, hands come back, a little back bend with your eagle arms. Garudasana arms here. Big inhale, finding that back bend. As you inhale again, come back up. Hands plant. Left knee meets the right, sit back, child's pose. Take an inhale breath. And take an exhale. One more of those. Big inhale. Big exhale. When you're ready, starting to come back up, we're going to go into that second side. So find your kneeling position. Hands can come to heart center right away. Step that right foot forward. Good. When you're ready, you start to hinge forward. Send the weight towards that right foot. Draw the left knee in towards your chest as you stand up. Good. You can stay here, or maybe you find that eagle legs. Cross the left leg over the right. Maybe hook the foot and sit deep. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Squeeze your hands together and squeeze your legs together. Stack the shoulders over top of the hips. Engage through your core. Find that steady drishti in front of you. Breathe. Sit a little deeper. Holding. Challenging your body here. Take one more inhale. Exhale, sit a little deeper. And then inhale, come up. Warrior three. Send the left leg back. As you start to drop the chest down, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Drop that left hip down. Draw a little bend through that right knee. Hold. Kick the left foot back towards that back wall. Good. Feel really strong. Engage your core. Think up dog with the shoulders. Gaze looks down. And then start to open up. Half moon, right hand drops down. Move slow. Left hip's going to stack over the right. Left arm towards the sky. Flex through the left foot. Toes are pointing towards the left wall. Gaze can come down, maybe up towards the sky or towards the left side of the room. Take what you need. Beautiful. Breathing here. One more inhale. One more exhale. Slowly dropping the left hand down. Going to start to drop the left foot down towards the earth. Come up, crescent lunge. Reaching the hands high. In your crescent lunge, sit low, hold. Left hip forward, right hip back, engage your core. Soft little bend through that back knee, hold here. Big inhale. Open the arms nice and wide. This time take the left arm underneath the right. Eagle arms, maybe even grabbing the shoulders if you need that variation. Inhale, lift the arms high. When you're ready, you're going to go back into that eagle. So hinge forward. Start to send the weight towards that right leg. Left knee crosses over the right as you stack your shoulders over the hips. Lift the hands high, spread your shoulder blades nice and wide and sit deeper. Squeeze everything in towards midline. Squeeze, 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 engage your core. Find that steady gaze. Beautiful. Big inhale. Exhale, sit a little deeper. Inhale, come back up. Draw the knee in towards your chest. Slowly send the left foot back. Drop the back knee down. Find your low lunge. Inhale, lift up, little back bend here. Sit a little deeper on your exhale. Inhale, a little deeper on your back bend. Exhale. And then inhale, come back up. You're going to uncross the arms. Send the right leg back. Child's pose. Breathing here. And taking a few sips of air, letting everything go. Maybe you exhale and sigh it out. Starting to cool down, slow down the heart, soften through the shoulders. Beautiful. And then you're going to slowly start to come back up. Plant the palms underneath your shoulders. Spread the fingertips nice and wide and find your high plank. Step the feet back. Good. Hold here. Big inhale and big exhale. Holding. We're going to shift the weight into the left hand as you reach the right arm high. Right foot can be stacked in front or one on top of the other. Lift the hips high. Hold here. Maybe this is enough, or maybe you want to find that little back bend. We are open for it. You start to find that wild thing. Good. Big inhale. Lift the hips a little higher. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, right hand plants. Find your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. And then find your high plank. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Hold here. Really press into the heels, like towards the back wall, but high onto the toes. Engage your quads, engage your glutes. Hold. When you're ready, shifting that weight into the right hand as you lift the left arm high. Maybe stack the feet. You can stay here, or maybe you find your wild thing. Good. Gaze comes towards the front of the space. As you open up through your chest, press this in, squeeze into the glutes, lift the hips high. As you exhale, left hand plants, finding your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, down dog. Beautiful. One more inhale. As you exhale, find your high plank again. We're going to come down for a count of 5 onto the belly. Bend the elbows back, shift the weight forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, and 1. Good job. We're going to find Shalubhasana. Take the hands behind the back, interlace the hands together. Squeeze the palms of the hands together. Really engage through your legs. Your kneecaps are going to lift. Your feet are going to press into the earth. Engage through your glutes so that your pelvis presses into the earth. Take an inhale. As you exhale, send the hands back. Lift the chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Hold here. Breathe. Pressing the feet into the earth. Really find strength in the legs. Hold, hold, hold. Big inhale. As you exhale, release. Maybe you wiggle the hips from side to side a little here. We're just going to take one more variation of this. Bringing the chin back towards the mat. Palms are just going to face down towards the earth, taking an airplane arm. When you're ready, finding that engagement through the core, lifting up the kneecaps, pressing the feet into the earth. Take a big inhale here, and big exhale. As you inhale, start to lift up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Squeeze the hands together like you're squeezing in towards the center, and then start to lift the feet up. Squeeze the legs in towards center. Hold, hold, hold. Lift, 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 lift. Good. Big inhale and big exhale. Hold. Find that breath. Relax through the mind. Soften where you need to soften. Take one more inhale here. Lift a little higher. And exhale, release. Hands come underneath your forehead. Dropping the forehead onto the back of the hands, soften through the shoulders, and breathe. And starting to let go of your practice here. And start to feel your heartbeat slow down as you take your big inhales. And maybe you exhale, soften, and release a sigh out the mouth. And do that again. Beautiful, yogis. Take one more inhale here. And one more exhale. Option to stay here for a belly shavasana, or maybe if it feels better for you, you can start to roll onto the back and find your traditional shavasana. Also, the props are available for you to take if you need them. If you want to support the body, you take it. Close your eyes and allow yourself to let go of your practice. Your heartbeat starts to soften. Your breath starts to relax. Let go of your Ujjayi breath if you took it. And allow yourself to just melt away. Nothing else to do, nowhere else to be. But allow yourself to just be here. Soaking up the energy you just built in the body. Being proud of yourself for showing up on your mat today, breathing, sweating, moving. Also connecting and disconnecting all at the same time. Really just filling up your cup, recharging your soul so that you can show up better in the world, better for yourself and better for others. And I'm going to leave you here on your mat today. I want to thank you so much for practicing with me. From my heart to yours, namaste.